we turn back to the phone lines, one of our favorite guests, and we always appreciate when the Pittsburgh Steelers are performing well because of this guy, James Conner, back here on the Rich Eisen Show. How are you, James?
Doing good, Rich. How you doing, brother?
I am doing fine. We heard so much last night about the Titans and everything that they were going through, and how their schedule got rearranged. They were dealing with COVID. You were just part of all that because the schedule had you playing the Titans at that point in time. How have the last couple of weeks and then your readiness in the game against the Eagles? Walk me through all that, how Tomlin handled that and how your team handled its business there, James.
We kind of, had that bye week just thrown upon us quick, or, earlier than we expected. But we just adjust, and that's, that's one thing that this team is good at. We just been able to adjust on the go, on the fly, and maximize our time away that we had during that bye week. And so, we were able to, come out and get a win versus Philadelphia. And so really everything else was just, kind of just noise. We, as long as we just wanted to take care of business, and we did that. And so now we just going from here. But it was, we had that bye week earlier than we expected, but it's just part of the game, part of this environment that we're in right now.
Yeah, of course. And we in the media, all we talked about in regards to that with your team was Mike Tomlin saying, "We do not care." That's what he said. Just simply, "We do not care." Did you pick that up through the media, or did he actually deliver that in a speech to you guys at some point?
Oh, we knew that that's his attitude, through regardless of what the situation was. He explained that to us, realized that what we want to do, what's having that bye week already. And at the end of the day, if we want to, be world champs, that's what we're going to have to do is go, make this stretch. And so we accept the challenge. We challenge it head on. And, we're just going to go.
So Big Ben looks to be no worse the wear. He looks the same to me. How does he look to you, James?
It looks like Ben Roethlisberger again. Turn that thing around, taking control of our offense, winning games for us. So it's a collective effort, but it's always nice to have our leader back. And my short time here so far, he looks like Ben.
Now, I know you got banged up in that first game against the Giants, but did you have a moment in that game where he made a play, made a throw, said something in the huddle where you're like, okay, we're good? Did anything happen there?
Kind of just pregame, letting us know, why he came back, and it was for us, it's to take charge and lead us to a world champion. He already has those. And, so he really just confessed that, he's doing it for us. And so that let us know that, okay, he's already accomplished everything that he wanted to do, but he came back, for us. So I kind of knew right then and there.
No, I know he said that in the media, but did he say that to you? Like literally sat everyone down on a Zoom or in person when you were able to be in person to say such a thing, James?
We, our pregame talk, yep.
And that Monday night, that's what he said before you went out on the field?
Yeah, he just let us know that he came back for us, and that he's playing for us this year.
Okay, James Conner.
I think the leader would.
Gets right here on the Rich Eisen Show. And then are you getting banged up in that first game? I just looking at your face. You had to be sitting there going, "You've got to be kidding me!" But Tomlin said we'll leave the door open for him. And boy, did you walk back through it, James. Walk me through that, how you dealt with that adversity at the beginning of this season.
It was frustrating when it first happened. Don't like injuries, obviously, but it was just slight ankle issues. So I'm just thankful for that. Could have been a lot worse. There's been some tragic injuries around the league this year. So I just wanted to get back and get back healthy first and foremost, and then just go out there and try to contribute to that run game to this team. And so just been trying to put it together, find my groove, and just keep stacking these wins.
So Chase Claypool was on yesterday. He seems like a delightful Canadian human being. He seems like just a great person, James, and that good things should happen to. So what was his performance like from your perspective?
Man, we this team knew that Chase was a playmaker from when he first stepped in. Just his size and speed, his strength, and just his willingness to learn and get better and grow. And so very excited for him. And then just happy that he's on our side, anytime I get 4 touchdowns, it makes things easier. So he's a playmaker. Happy he's with us, and I know he's going to make a lot more plays in the future. And he's also a good person as well as a football player.
Does he have a nickname?
Mapletron. He go by Mapletron.
He does go by Mapletron because that was part of the conversation.
Well,
he does go by that.
No, he don't go by that, but I call him that. He don't really get a choice.
Oh, you call him that? Did you come up with that, or was that just?
No, that's his thing. That's his line. I don't take no credit for that. I think he might have some merchandise, some little clothing line that said that. So that's his thing.
So Mapletron it is, because he's big, he's physical, isn't he? He's a big dude. So Mapletron it is. Okay, we'll go with that.
Yes, sir.
James Conner here on the Rich Eisen Show, and then defensively, what do you think of when you watch your guys out there, when you're standing there, or you're out of the playbook, you're out of looking at whatever plays on the screens that you need to do, getting ready for your next series? What is it like? What your perspective? You got a good story about watching these guys and how
my defense, the defense?
Yes. Your guys.
Man, I just expect big plays. I expect big plays. I expect, tackle for losses, sacks, and every time a QB drops back, man, we got a just great defensive line. I think it's going to be a big play waiting to happen every time I see it. So I got a lot of confidence in those guys. We great defense all around. So, it's fun watching those guys and just the energy they play with.
Do you give T.J. Watt any grief along with Derek that his brother doesn't allow them to talk on Ultimate Tag? Do you give guys that grief?
No, I don't miss with Derek that much.
Okay, I just don't know if you ever caught that show. All right, I'm trying to plumb the depths here. And just how smart is your middle linebacker, just in terms of intelligence? Devin Bush.
I would say he's pretty smart. Do you think otherwise?
No, I'm a Michigan man. I want to bring that up. This is
okay.
I want to sing his praises. And my guys are laughing that I bring up how smart he is because I'm a Michigan man and I like bringing up the intelligence factor of people who went to that institution of higher learning. James.
Not the smartest cat. But on the field, that's my man. Devin Bush make a play. That's our middle linebacker, man. He handles it all well.
He sure does. Hey, before I let you go, when was the last time you spoke to Le'Veon Bell, James Conner?
In the summer training.
Okay. What's your reaction to the news that the Jets have let him go?
I think that I really don't have a reaction to it. I know that he probably, there's been some communication issues within that organization for maybe some time, and I don't know if he wanted to get out there or what it was, but he said he got more to football to give, so I'm excited to watch. I'm a fan of his, so I just hope everything works out, and I like to see him, because he's a talented football player, so I just hope things work out well for him. So because the conversation is, people are already having that potentially he will take, he's taken a year off before. Do you think he wants to play? I mean, again, I know you don't speak for him, but again, you do know him better than I would. That's for sure. I've interviewed him just a couple of times. Do you think he wants to continue playing this year? Best you can tell, James? Yeah. He said, he said it himself that he had, more to give, and so I know how hard he works. I know, the shape his body's in and all of that. So I know he still, I feel he still wants to play and go out there and make plays and compete. How much of again? I know you got it ready for the Cleveland Browns, but how much of a conversation was there in your locker room today for those who have been around that overlap the eras, if you will, like you do, about this? I didn't hear nothing about it. We didn't hear nothing about it. Didn't hear nothing about it just for that practice. No kidding. So I'm the first one to bring it up to you today? Is what you're saying? Yeah, I mean, I've seen it on the TV, but other than that, yeah. Okay. James Conner here on the Rich Eisen Show. And then that's a grown-ass man that you might be running towards this coming weekend in Myles Garrett. What is the challenge ahead of you in this series that it's been a very long time since the Steelers and Browns have both been at least 3 games over 500? This is a big one, James. Yeah, we got a nice challenge ahead. Myles, very talented, It'll be a good matchup, and whichever team plays the best, I think it'll come out on top. All right. James, you take care of yourself. Thanks for the call. Thank you. Is your family good? Everybody good? Your family? You got to go. I think you got to go.